Calculating cost sunglasses. This is the second calculating cost problem I've done, so I won't go into explaining quite so much where our formula we use comes from. I did that in the first one. That was covering calculating cost buying a ring. It is the same exact process, whether it's sunglasses, a ring, a used car, whatever the program throws at you, the process is the same. So I am going to start just by writing out our formula, and then we will pull our numbers from this problem. We have the marked price minus the discount on the marked price minus the original cost is equal to the profit on that cost. So let's pull out our numbers based on this problem. A particular style of sunglasses costs the retailer $90 per pair. At what price should the retailer mark them so he can sell them at 10% discount off the original price and still make 40% profit on his cost? So as we saw before, the marked price is always going to be our X for a Hawk's version of these problems. And the discount on the marked price will be the discount percent times that marked price. So 10% of X. Our cost, $90 a pair. And our profit is also a percent on the cost at 40%, but this is 40% of the cost. And our cost was $90. So before we can do, there should be a minus here. Before we can do this work, we need to change our percents into their decimal form. We don't actually do math work with percents. So if there's no decimal showing, that means the decimal is to the far right of the number. To turn a percent number into a decimal, we simply move it over 2 places to the left. Here too, far right, 2 places to the left. Now, because this number is now after the decimal point, any zeros that don't have numbers after them can be dropped. So 0.10 is the same as 0.1. I'm going to write it that way. So we have X minus 0.1X minus 90 equals 0.4 times 90. We have got our equation set up. Let's go ahead and solve this. Remembering that if there's no number in front of an X or any letter, that means that's one whole. All right, so we have these like terms, 1 whole minus 0.1. That would give me 0.9 X minus 90. 0.4 times 90 will give me 36. Continuing to solve. We are now to the solving, so I need to get my letters over here, my numbers over here. Whatever I do to the one side, I do to the other. I want to get rid of minus 90, so I'm going to add 90 to both sides of this equal sign. Minus 90 plus 90 is gone. 36 plus 90 is 126. So we have 0.9x equals 126. 0.9x is the same as 0.9 times x. The opposite of times is divide, so I'm going to divide both sides of this equal sign by 0.9. X equals 140. So this retailer should mark his sunglasses at $140 so that he can give that discount of 10% and still make 40% profit.